And of course, filter mode can also be modulated, which is where we slide from one filter type to another based on the speed and choices of these modulating oscillators. Absolutely beautiful. And keep in mind, and this is the part where my jaw just hangs open and I look like a stupid idiot because it just goes beyond my everything. These aren't individual. You can have these things all happening at once. So there's a whole lot of individual modulation occurring at once. To the point where you can make it really go crazy. And remember that VCO2, even in low frequency range, can go into the audible frequencies. So you can get kind of distorted sounds like that. Now, I've only talked about half of this thing. This is why, I didn't go in depth enough about the polymod section in the Poly 6 videos. We also have the opportunity to use the filter envelope to mess with these things. And we've seen sort of an application of that, for example, how using the filter envelope on VCO1, when we have the sync happening, that's where we get the sync sound. So we can also direct the filter envelope to a variety of sources that the filter envelope doesn't have a connection to except for here, like shape. Let's get back to some place where we can hear shape. Let's turn VCO2 off. Actually. So you can use the filter envelope to control the shape of VCO1's wave shape. And that's a great sound. And, if you want to, we could go back to using, we can also use VCO2 to modulate that at the same time. So you get both of those effects occurring at once. And that can happen for anything. If you need a filter, you need an envelope to modulate a pulse width, which is a pretty standard sound. Beautiful sound. Or if you'd like to have the normal filter going through the bandpass, using the envelope controlling how that process occurs. So this section, it's just like a whole bunch of other different synthesizers in here too, because these sounds, you're just not capable of getting these sounds from a lot of other synthesizers because of these unique applications of functionality. And again, we could be using more of VCO2. Beautiful, rich sounds are possible. And again, we can also apply this filter negatively. To something. So if we apply it negatively to filter frequency, we can also use the filter's own envelope to mess with that. So you can use these two outputs of the filter envelope, positive and negative, simultaneously to change your sound. And modulate it as well if you'd like. And again, filter mode can be modulated via envelope as opposed to the 6 individual oscillators of VCO2. It's like every single thing I do creates some new different sound. And yeah, so the days of, well, I've got a square wave and a sawtooth wave and I'm putting them through a low pass filter, those days are gone. I'm sorry. Analog has much more to say now with functionality such as this cross mod in combination with all of the other functionality. And remember, we're not using the LFO right now or the aftertouch or any number of other things that could be used simultaneously with this extremely powerful section. And all of these things can actually be used at once. Let's leave the oscillator out of it. Or if you want, I did create a sound where all of the modulation opportunities in cross mod are being used. At the same time, it's kind of a like hardcore sound. I'm also using some other things like pan spread and some phasing, and of course the aftertouch. So I'm cheating a little bit, but I mean, seriously, wow, also mono mode. So much is possible with this one little tiny section. It's hugely powerful, and it will help you create an incredible breadth of sounds, especially wonderful morphing, changing, developing paths, as well as so